Okay, good afternoon, and thank you for joining for the semi-structures interview. First of all, can you tell me a little about your academic background and your current major?
Okay. Well, first to introduce myself, I am Huy. I'm a senior student at the University of Language and International Studies, and my current major is English Business Commercial Orientation.
Thank you. Question number two, how would you describe your experience with using digital tools in your university studies?
Um, throughout my years in my university, I have come across many digital tools and have learned several of them, like PowerPoint, Team, Canva, CapCut, and even ChatGPT to assist me in my academical studies.
Thank you. Now I'm going to ask some questions that relate to four themes. The first one is about the perceptions of digital transformation. The second one is about the skills, resources, and support systems. And the third one is about the barriers and challenges. And the last one is about the reflection and suggestions. Are you ready?
Yes, yes,
Thank
I
you.
am.
Now we turn to the first one about perceptions of digital transformation. What does digital transformation in higher education mean to you?
To me, it means the integration of digital technologies to help higher education, like our university, with teaching, learning, and operation, with the aims to improve efficiency and learning experiences.
Mm, Thank you. The next questions. How have you seen digital transformation take place in your university?
Well, in 4 years of my learnings, I have witnessed several changes within my school. Mostly, some shift in the way the university is now further reaching for online teaching for some of our courses, as well as optimization in the school's class signups website. But the most interesting thing to me is now that they are setting up face recognition devices in the school, mostly probably for the the identification. Even though so far I only seen it being installed in one of the very few buildings in the school.
Mhm. Thank you. And do you feel that digital transformation has changed the way you learned? If so, how?
Well, with the help of digital transformation, it does help make a lot of my tasks more mundane. Like for example, if I ever need help to compile information I needed for one of my assignment, I can easily go ask AI for several sources. With that, I only need to verify, double check the information in the sources. Other than that, there are also many tools that to help me keep and sort my digital books, which I need for my studies, in one place. And it also has several other features to like help identifying what part of the lesson is being taught by using the audio and highlighting it for me on screen.
Mm, Thank you. Now we turn to the second part about skills, resources, and support system. Okay, question number one. What digital skills do you think are essential for students today?
Well, while there are many digital skills that students need now, but in my opinion, the three most important one would be digital literacy, its ability to navigate the internet and using software for like searching sources and all stuff. And the second one is information literacy. It's like evaluating which source is valuable and which source is can be discarded, and as well as researchers. And lastly, it's
Mhm.
creativity. It's the ability to use whichever tools you need to help find a solution most simple and do not overcomplicate things for you. Yeah.
Mm. And question number two, have you received any training or support from the university to develop these skills?
Hmm. Most of these skills I found can only be formed through experiences, but my university has integrated these skills in a few of our early courses in our junior and sophomore year, which help with our future endeavor. But but rather they are really spread out through several courses. Like there's no cohesive course for these skills. Just they are scattered throughout many of our courses.
Mhm.
Some of them are not even mandatory. So I fear students might miss out on the chances to develop these skills further.
Mm, Thank you. We turn to question number three. What kinds of resources, for example, devices, internet accessed software, are available to you through your institution?
Well, in my university, we have a lot of resources in our university. First, we have many computers in several buildings for our classes. Wi-Fi can be accessible almost everywhere in the university grounds. And lastly, we have systems to help with student business or when we need to keep up with recent policy change or news.
Mm, Okay, and the last question in this part, how confident do you feel using digital tools for learning, and what contributes to that confidence?
I feel like I'm rather confident in my ability to use digital tools for my academic learnings. And what helped me most in building that confidence is probably my curiosity. I always wanted to, I always wanted to figure out new things and or tools that help me better optimize my everyday activity, which led to me learning and researching about many other digital tools in return.
Mm, Thank you. Now we turn to part three with barriers and challenges. In this part, there will be three questions. Question number one, what challenges have you faced when adapting to digital learning environments?
Well, one of the most difficult thing I have ever dealt with is that in the digital learning environment, changes come very quickly. Like I'm learning to use one of the digital tools, right? And the next second, a new thing pop up and it's more optimized, better than the current one I'm using, and everyone is switching to that, which I find difficulties trying to catch up again.
Thank you. And question number two, are there any specific situations where you felt unprepared or unsupported in using digital tools?
I have once an experience in my courses that make me felt quite unprepared. It was during my journalism class, uh,
Mm,
in which one of the week my assignment was to make a website using one of the very few provided link we can use. One of them, that it took this assignment was due for 2 weeks, in which I took a week and a half just to learn or prepare everything for the website to be ready to go online. I
mm,
found difficulties in learning because the website was very complicated and the
mhm,
instruction was very confusing. And
mm,
furthermore, I couldn't ask my professor because my group chosen a newly developed tool instead of the old one we use. Uh, which make the situation more complicated, and we
mm,
ended up facing a lot of difficulties in
mm,
trying to build the website. Yeah.
Okay. So far, it is not very easy at all. Okay, and question number three, how do language skills, especially English proficiency, affect your ability to engage with digital learning?
Okay. I found this one an interesting question because most of the tools I use are in English, and they sometimes don't have a Vietnamese version, which to me I find no problem, but to other students in our other courses like Chinese, Korean, or Arabic, I fear that they might have difficulties in learning how to use these tools because they only have it in English, no Vietnamese, and sometimes they use very complicated or professional, very very professional wordings, which some need to research about and not easily come across. So I fear that they will have a lot of difficulties trying to figure out how to use these tools.
Thank you. We have already got this with part three. Now we turn to part four, reflection and suggestions. In this part, we have three more questions. Okay, question number one. What do you think universities could do better to support students in digital transformation?
Hmm. I feel like university can better support students in digital transformation by focusing on investing in robust infrastructure, resources, and enhancing digital literacy skills. This includes providing access to digital tools, installing reliable technology, and offering support for both students and faculty to adapt to new learning environments.
Mm, thank you. Question number two. If you could change one thing about how digital tools are used in your education, what would it be?
Um, the one thing I fear about digital tools is that people are becoming more reliant on them instead of themselves. Like I've seen a few of my college colleagues only use ChatGPT or like AI tool for a few very easily done tasks instead of doing them it themselves. They always come to AI to ask about everything, which I found might deteriorate the importance of human of human touch. Like if if I feel like if they can choose between doing it themselves or using digital tools or AI to do their work, 90% will often go with AI instead of doing it themselves. Make it. I feel like it will make the human brain redundant. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you. And the very last questions. Is there anything else you'd like to share about your experience with digital transformation in higher education?
Hmm. Well, most of the digital transformation in my current university, I feel it's rather kept up to pace, and my school is trying is trying to give a lot of effort in this matter. Well, but I feel like digital transformation, in my experiences, can have both upside and downside, which can be expressed in the previous question I have already told you about. Um, but overall, my experience with digital transformation has been rather positive. Like that's positive and negative, but the positive outweighs the negative in a lot of matters because it helped it helped it helped me with my studies, but it also make me feel more reliant on the tools instead of doing it myself. Hmm. Well, I can go on and on about this, but in the end, I feel digital transformation is a very important thing for higher education. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your cooperation. That would help me much in my study now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you and have a nice day.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
À, tôi tắt chưa con?
Not
Câu
yet,
của
not yet.
you're gonna
Just,
have to edit that out.
just wait. So far, so good. Let me stop it. Thank you.